Welcome to Touch of Gray Matter. I'm your host, Dave Sokolowski. As always, I'm joined with Barry 3D Carter, Thomas.
Alzheimer's Patrice.
I was going to say that, but I completely forgot. And our very special guest tonight, Mr. Quinn C Martin. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Woo!
Excellent.
Doing good.
Excellent.
Awesome.
People don't know Canada.
The next question I've got: what is the craziest show any of you guys have ever done? I'm talking where something really outrageous has happened.
Still in litigation. I can't talk about it. Sorry.
And I see the same look on Quinn's face. Quinn's like, should I tell him? Or should I call
You were
my lawyer
there.
first?
You were there when the girl brought the baby to the show.
Yeah, well, that was my show. That was kind of effed up, though.
Yeah,
that was the best. That was
sad to say. That's not my first experience. That's the second time that's happened to me.
What?
Yeah, we're doing a show, and they came in, and a couple brought in a newborn baby, and I'm like, really? And it was just before Christmas, and I'm thinking, all right, you got me here underneath the Christmas tree, almost doing these shows. You brought in a baby. People are looking, and it's a small town too. They're like, holy crap, they're selling Negroes at this point. I mean, I made that joke, and everyone started laughing, and I'm like, and you brought the baby from home. I'm like, really? Okay, your baby might need some therapy because I'm not holding back. You realize it's a comedy show, but yeah, like who brings it? Newborn to a comedy show.
Yeah, baby to a show is a little off.
Quinn, you got to go into this one. I remember doing, the show's going good. It's the first night we were there. They introduced Quinn. Quinn gets up on stage. He's talking. All of a sudden, who brought the baby? All of us are like the music stuff. Take it away, Quinn. I'm sorry. You got to tell. You got to relate.
I was like, yo, you don't have any friends, do you? You ain't got no family. Father's definitely not in your life. You brought a baby here. There is no father in this baby's life. No friends, no family.
Oh, shit.
That's it at your table. You, your baby, and your best friend. That's it. That's your whole life. You can erase your phone. I think I said you can erase your phone and literally have two numbers in there, 911 and your friends. I think that's what I said or some shit. That was shocking though. I'd never seen that before. That was my first time.
Like, no, but the crazy thing about that was nobody noticed the baby until you said it. Because we were just having a good time. We're doing all the jokes, and all of a sudden, Quinn was like, "You brought a baby? Who brought a baby to the show?" And I was like, "What the?" I thought when you said baby, like a little 5-year-old, maybe at least 4.
It was in a car
this
seat.
is a brand new box-sized baby
in a car seat.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn.
It was in a car seat.
Barry, by any chance?
It was.
But I just want to say, I'm so Republican. I made the baby pay. It's $10. It's $10. Okay.
I gotta think, man. When that show happened, when you mentioned the baby, you know. What I mean, she's got. Yes, Quinn, you're right. She probably got one best friend, and she knows who the father is. She's probably still together with the father. And it was like, honey, I'm going out. You gonna watch Junior? So I can get him a burger.
Barry,
he's a newborn. Can I give him chips? He's a newborn. Okay, so I can't give him a sip of beer. That's it. I'm bringing a baby with me. He's one of those guys that just stays home. He's like, I'm gonna be YouTube famous. He has like 2 friends on a Twitch channel playing the same game from the 2000s. Yet, but we'll find a cheat.
All right, the man's was at the show. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, the man's was at the show. He's just too cheap to pay for his own child. Okay, that's why she brought the baby to vex him. No, it's not that. You know what? Come on, man. Let's get real. In Montreal, daycare is cheap. You can get $5 a day daycare. In Toronto, daycare is expensive, so I can imagine how much it is for a babysitter. He was like,
mortgage payment. It's a mortgage payment.
That's right. It's like, how much you want to watch my child for a couple hours? Pack him up. Bring the child. I rather pay $5 or $10 for the baby to come in and see it. It's like kids come in, under 12 get free, right? To come in and see the show.
Yeah.
They do just sign this waiver because we're going to be covering some topics tonight that when they repeat it to their teacher on Monday, you're getting a fucking phone call.
Excuse me, Miss?
And that's when you introduce Kenny Robinson coming to the stage and let him go.
Yo, okay. That's yeah, we're not gonna go there. Oh, how to damage your children.
Situations that you look and you're like, I was gonna be, I was gonna do this material, but this material is so much more dirtier and gonna be a lot more funnier for me. Yep, here we go.
The weirdest one I had was I was doing a setup at a show in Barrie at one of the bars there, and they have the front of the bars all like those big windows and whatnot. And I'm in the middle of my set, and I look across. There's this guy who's like, he's obviously homeless. He's like standing on the far end of the street, and he's standing, and he's standing, and he falls right into the street. Like, just does one of these, like, face first. And I'm in the middle of a joke, and I'm like, should we call an ambulance for this guy? And then the owner looks and goes, yeah, it's Tom. We'll call one.
Wow.
How often does this shit happen? Like, is he a plant to see, let's see if we can fuck up the comics tonight?
Wow.
Like, you always want the killer material, but you don't want him to drop dead in the fucking street. Like, he's lying there, cars are going around him. I'm like, do you want me to go fucking lift him up? Like, and nobody, everybody's just kind of like, no, just keep doing what you're doing. And I'm like, no. Like,
wow.
Shit.
I did a show once, and there was 4 girls in the audience that I was fucking, and none of them knew. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
I
just didn't want to get off stage. I just wanted to stay on stage.
Wow.
Because I knew I was gonna have to figure out, like who I was gonna go home with, or whatever.
It's a marathon. He's been up there for 4 hours now.
I'm doing 3 hours. I wanted someone to be like, oh, this is funny, but I gotta go home. And then two of them met in the bathroom. I think they're piss synchronized or something. They had to go piss. They met in the bathroom. That was one was so wasted though. She got home, and then the other one, she came with a friend, so she left with a friend. Then the other one, she came with her man, so I got lucky. She was with her boyfriend, so I'm like, all right, cool, I can get away with that. The other one stayed in the hotel. She's a trooper. She stayed in the hotel right beside the venue, and I got to fuck her for the night. That was pretty good. That was crazy.
Oh, that's kicks.
Who wants to sweat for half a second though?
Wow, Quinn.
Like,
Quinn, I'm calling you.
The manager turned around and say, the manager's like, hey, so Quinn, how long are you doing? Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna do about 30 minutes. You get on stage.
It was my show, so I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna keep, because no one's gonna tell me shit. I'm just gonna keep going.
Right.
And I just kept going.
He's like, I'm at 30 minutes of material.
Yo.
Did I say 30? I'm at 3 hours.
That was one of the longest sets I ever did in my life. I just kept going. So I'm like, yo.
How long are you doing tonight? Call Guinness.
Call Guinness.
Yeah, I was
Yo, dude.
Yeah.
For 2 reasons, because if I can pull this shit off, it's magical, and for the longest set ever.
Quinn, men that have escaped from Alcatraz got nothing on you. I don't know how the hell you pull that escape off, man. Just out. Quinn said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna outlast them."
I just kept going.
Just keep talking.
Because I didn't expect all 4 of them to show up. Right, the one who brought her boyfriend, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like I can get away with this. But the other 3 was kind of, sometimes how friends kind of pick up on things. Why is Quinn doing that? Hey, is that the guy sleeping? Why is he doing? Like they pick up on things. So I was like, shit, man, I'm gonna get figured the fuck out.
Oh,
but thankfully, it worked out.
How solid is this wall? Can I make a hole?
It's not even, guys. It's not even. It's Quinn's face. Quinn's like, no, I'm just so smooth. Luckily, it worked out.
It's happened more than once. Before it was the record. it's anywhere between two. It's either two to three, But it's 4 was the record, and I was just like, "Fuck, man," whatever. Well, what are you gonna do?
Quinn, were you there that night? We were in Brampton. I think we were doing a show, and some gangster's girlfriend got up in the middle of the show, and some Indian girl started talking shit.
I think I fucked her, and I think he knew about it or some shit and didn't like it.
Was that why she got? Because she got up and started talking shit to every comedian.
I think I fucked that girl, and then she was with her boyfriend, but her boyfriend, he had found out later on that I fucked her, and he was pissed off or some shit.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. I don't know. That happens a lot.
No, but everybody was doing jokes, and this girl could stand up every person, every fucking person. And then when Quinn got on, she stood up, and her man was like tugging on her sleeve. She's like, "Nah."
Yeah, I think I remember that. Nah. That guy, because he knew. Because I'm like, yo, this will go left real hard for you. Like he knew, like he knew. So he didn't fuck with me. Yeah, I remember that.
That was the best though, because dude was sitting there dragging on her sleeve like, sit down. Yeah. She's like, nah, you don't know me.
That type of shit, yeah. And that type of shit happened in Brantford too. Like that shit would happen.
Yeah.
Because almost.
You gotta stay out of these B towns, apparently.
No, I just I haven't been Brantford too.
Oh man, but traveling. Listen, I just gotta say to the audience, traveling with each one of these guys, it's kicks, because the shit that happens on the road. We ain't gonna go into them stories, but the shit that happens on the road.
But for me, the road and home is all the same. It's really all the same. It's just
except when you say that you're going to be the next mayor of Cornwall.
I mean,
yes.
Shit, why not?
Yes, that was one of the best. And
did I ever tell you what happened after that show? So after the show, this guy, he was in the audience, and he had brought his wife, and I think he had 2 daughters, and their best friend.
The guy with the glass, yeah.
Yeah, and then his father. And they were all at the show, and the guy came to me after the show, and he's like, "Hey man, doing stand up, And I'm like, "Yeah, man, that's what I do." "Oh, what do you do around here, man?" He's like, "Well, I'm actually I'm a teacher." And I was like, "That's so cool, man. And you teach right here in Cornwall." And he said, and I quote, he said, "No, it's a tiny little town. It's called Martinville, actually, and it's like 15 minutes up the road, and I teach school there." And I was like, "Oh, that's really good, man. How long you been a teacher for?" "I've been a teacher for like 9 years now." And "Oh, that's really cool, man." He's like, "Yeah. We just got a couple colored kids at our school too."
Awkward. What are you telling me for?
Do you know him?
Am I their daddy? What?
I'm like, yo, dog, like, is Martinville 15 minutes away or 150 years ago away? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Right?
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. Cornwall is
back in time. Yes.
The guy said colored, and I was like, "What the fuck are you?" I'm like, "What now?" Now the funny thing was, the rest of his family was like, "Yo, what the fuck did you just say?" And he's like, "What? There's a couple of like he was just like completely oblivious. Like, what? Just a couple of colored kids at the school."
I'm trying to relate. He looks happy. Like it's just shit.
Hey, we think our basketball team can do well this year because we have a couple of them on the team.
You can't say that, right? But I laughed it off, whatever. I didn't think it was racist or anything. I just think he didn't know how better to say that there were black kids at the school. You know what I mean?
Because there's not a whole lot of black people in Cornwall. So
when we go to Cornwall, the black population goes up. Okay, a lot.
I'm shocked.
Even though they have a black mayor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A black female.
Well, as soon as I still remember that night because I was watching from the back, and as soon as you said that chick, I think she was like the short one right in the front with like she had big hair and glasses.
Karen.
I'm going to be the next mayor. She stood up, looked at you, turned around, and just fucking walked out, and you were like, "I'm not getting her vote."
You won't get her vote. Oh man! But all in all, that was a great show, though. That was an amazing show.
That was really dope night.
Kick-ass show.
Great venue too. That was a fun venue.
Yeah.
Like that.
Well, no, dude. When stuff gets back online, we're going to be doing that again because they're waiting for us. Not in a bad way.
I'm pretty sure.
I want to go to Martindale.
You should really use your words carefully there. Cornwall's waiting for us again. You guys sitting on the edge of town, just sitting there going, bing, 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 bing. If we wait for you guys to come back now, you know.
Who's got the moonshine?
You boys ever seen the cornfield in the moonlight? Yeah, we don't ever want to go to those. But no, hey, craziest thing I ever saw at a show, two female comedians.
That were funny?
In between each other. No, in between. There's a guy in between the show. Shut up. There's a guy in between them. They went on. I can't tell a damn story now, right? I'm doing funny.
You answered like, they were funny? No. And you kept going. Like, how you meant it, but how it came across. I saw these two female comedians, and they were funny? No.
No, because...
Anyways, but let me just finish.
Hold on. And there's a reason why I said that. It's because no matter what show I'm on, every time I've ever been on a show with a female comedian, the host is always like, all right, our next comedian, she's actually really funny. Like, she's actually really funny.
Yeah.
Like, she's not there for any other reason. But and that's why I said, like, because it is that. It's like, and
it's something they have to deal with,
like,
right?
Yeah, but that's why I said, like, when you're like, oh, there's two comedians, and I'm like, oh, were they funny? Did the host say these are actually funny comedians?
Gonna try to continue. This is when I first started doing comedy, and these two girls decided they were gonna fight, but they were gonna wait to fight. The one girl comes on, she's the icebreaker. She did okay-ish. The guy comes on out between. He made people laugh. People bent over. The third girl came on. That girl stole a joke of mine, but I'm going to do it anyways. She does a joke, and it doesn't go over well. She goes backstage. The next comedian comes on. He's telling jokes. All I hear is, "I'll cut you, bitch!" I was like, "Okay, time for me to leave." That was one of the best things ever. I swear to God, one of the funniest things I ever saw. I'll cut you, bitch.
Were you in Detroit?
No, I was back home in Montreal. We were
borderline of a riot.
Come on, in Montreal, we'll riot over anything. There's not enough pea in pea soup. We want more pea. We want tabarnak. We want more pea. Like, okay, like, come on, we'll riot for anything in Montreal.
I love
it's because it's called Tuesday. Who are the two people on Tuesday? Like,
Montreal is always nice, man. The girls are really friendly in Montreal, man. I always have a good time in Montreal.
Beautiful in Montreal.
Like, just super friendly. I remember I was in Montreal and I did this show, and this girl came to me. She's like, "Oh yeah, you're from Toronto?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just chilling. I have a couple shows." She's like, "That's cool. That's cool. Listen, I'll fuck you if you want. Like, just like, Is that courtesy around here? Like, what y'all talking?
She was actually part of the welcoming committee.
I was like, thank you. Yeah, that's really nice of you.
Find them on Facebook. You can find them all over the place. Quinn, if you have a website by any chance with all your stats, by all means, drop it here.
Yeah, so, you can find me QuinnCMartin.com. So my name's written on the screen. It's QuinnCMartin.com. The Instagram is @QuinnTheComic, QuinnTheComic. But most importantly, the album is coming. So be on the lookout. The album is coming. It should be, I think it's going to be Canada Day. We're going to do the album release. So, but yeah, the album's because it's going to be a fun comedy album. It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
And remember, if you do get in touch with Quinn C Martin, not only will the album be coming, but you could too.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You'll always come first.
Tell me what you want.
That's how you keep them coming back. If you come first, they don't come back. If they come first, they come back. But I'm really just a nice guy looking for the one.
God, stop, man. Stop. Woo!
Thomas, compose yourself.
Shit, I'm getting hot. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Thomas, what do you got coming up?
Bedtime. That's what I got to. I got to put the kids to bed. I'm just working on some stuff, just getting the basement already. I know I've said this before. Working on a couple of ideas. I don't want to say nothing too soon. Said something last time, shouldn't have. Just bit by bit.
You know what the good part about Quinn is? He doesn't have to put the kids to bed because he doesn't have any.
I'm living that single
life.
Barry,
Hey, Dave.
what you got?
What I got, so once a week we're dropping episodes on my other show there called the Iconis Podcast, so ICONIS Podcast, where the videos are on YouTube every Tuesday morning, talking about comic books, everything related with that. You can find all my other stuff on barry3d.com. So, you know, check out the Instagrams and the YouTubes and the Facebooks and yada, yada, yada. And that's pretty much what's going on for me at this time. So, you know, our episode's coming out with me, Dave, and my cousin Rod is coming out not this Tuesday. So when you see this video, the following Tuesday will be the video we did.
Actually, by the time you see this video, that video has probably already been out for a week.
True,
Either way. You know what?
True.
Just go to both and follow them. That's all you really need to do. Follow, like, subscribe, hit the button, tell your friends, and so on and so on. Hey, you know what? If you like the show, go to redbubble.com. Type in Touch of Grey. Buy some of our shit. Why? Because, well, we do this because we can't be out there doing it live and everything else. So if you go out, you buy some of our stuff, we get some money, we live. If you don't, well, the show's going to be done really quickly because we're all just going to sit around and commit suicide and it's going to be your fucking fault.
No.
Way to go. Thanks a lot. You guys are fucking awesome. Anyways, yeah, it's really great. You just go, you can pick whatever you want, pick pillows, t-shirts, mugs, travel mugs, pens, books, clocks, puzzles, whatever. You know, it's a really good idea. Go and take a look. We've got more stuff coming up and everything else too. So, yeah, we drop shows every other day, pretty much. We've got episodes coming out. So stay on YouTube for that. Subscribe, like, you know, send us a letter, telegram, smoke signal, however you want to fucking do it. We don't care. We just want to hear from somebody. So, again, for Barry Carter, Thomas Reese, our very special guest this week, Mr. Quinn C Martin. I'm your host, Dave Sokolowski. Remember, there's a lot of good people out in the world. If you can't find one, be one. Bye.